Okay, if you know you're going to file for divorce in the near future, then there are 4 estate planning documents you should update right away before you actually file for divorce, and we're going to talk about what those documents are right now. Hey guys, Elliott Feldman here, estate planning attorney at the Elliott Feldman Law Group, where we create estate plans that actually work when your loved ones need it most. If you ever have any questions about this topic or need to talk about your estate planning needs, you can schedule a time to talk with me over the phone for free by going to myestatemeeting.com. Okay, let's talk about the 4 estate planning documents you should update before you file for divorce. So, going through a divorce can be an overwhelming experience that impacts nearly every facet of your life. Yet, with so much to deal with during the whole process, before, during, and even after divorce, many people forget to update their estate plan or put it off until it's too late. Look, until your divorce is final, your marriage is legally in a full effect. So this means if you die or become incapacitated while your divorce is ongoing and you haven't updated your estate plan, your soon-to-be ex-spouse could end up with complete control over your life and assets, and generally that's not a good idea, nor would what you would really want to have happen. So to prevent this from happening, or at least limit this from happening as much as possible, you should update these 4 estate planning documents right now. Number 1, update your power of attorney documents. Assuming you've made your spouse as your financial power of attorney and healthcare power of attorney, as many spouses do, if you were to become incapacitated in a coma in a hospital by illness or injury during your divorce, then the very person you are paying big money to legally remove from your life would be granted complete authority over all of your legal, financial, and medical decisions. Given this, it's vital that you update your financial power of attorney and healthcare power of attorney documents before you file for divorce. If you've already filed for divorce, then consult with your divorce attorney first before doing anything. Number 2, update your beneficiary designations. Now, before you file for divorce, for certain assets you own, you'll want to be sure that your soon-to-be ex-spouse is not the designated beneficiary of the asset after you die. So this means you'll want to update, the transfer on death designations on your solely owned bank accounts and investment accounts, and update beneficiaries on your life insurance policies and retirement accounts, because failing to change your beneficiaries can cause serious trouble down the road. If your divorce is already filed with the court, then you, again, should really consult with your divorce lawyer to see if this would be legal and would be in your best interest at this stage, because if not, then once the divorce is finalized, then updating the beneficiary should be your number 1 priority. Number 3, create a new will. Before you file for divorce, you should create a new will, since once divorce papers are filed, you may not be able to change your will. And because most married couples name each other as their executor and the beneficiary of 100% of their estate, it's important to name a new executor and new beneficiaries of your estate in your new will. Now, keep in mind that if you die before the divorce is final, you probably won't be able to entirely disinherit your surviving spouse through the new will, because they still have rights to take a portion of your estate as their elective share. Yet it's almost certain that you wouldn't want him or her to get everything, as your current will likely states. So with this in mind, you should create a new will before you file for divorce to ensure the proper individuals inherit the remaining percentage of your estate should you pass away while the divorce is still ongoing. And again, if divorce papers are filed with the court already, then again, you need to consult your divorce attorney before doing anything with your will. Number 4, amend your existing trust or create a new one. Before you file for divorce, if you have a revocable living trust, then you'll want to have it reviewed by an estate planning attorney to see how much leeway you have to make updates and changes to your trust prior to divorce. Now, the language in the trust you created is really going to determine how much leeway you have on how and what you can change. But again, if you've already filed for divorce, then you need to consult your divorce attorney even before speaking with an estate planning attorney on if it would be in your best interest to make changes to any trust documents while your divorce is ongoing. So in summary, if you unfortunately know that divorce between you and your spouse is inevitable, then before divorce papers are actually filed with the court, you should take steps to update your powers of attorney, beneficiary designations, your will, and potentially your revocable living trust. And if you or your spouse have already filed for divorce in court and the process has already begun, then you must consult with your divorce attorney before making any of these changes and updates, as they could open you up to liability while the divorce is ongoing. Now, if your divorce has already started, then once it's finalized and all of your property has been divided up, then you should definitely revisit and update all of your estate planning documents based on the new asset profile that you now have and your new living situation. And From there, your estate plan should naturally evolve as your life continues to change, such as potentially getting remarried or even having additional children later on in life. Hey, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell next to it to be notified for new videos I post each week. And if you like it, then please hit the like button. And if you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. And if you ever have any questions about this topic or need to talk about your estate planning needs, you can set up a time to talk with me over the phone for free by going to myestatemeeting.com. That's myestatemeeting.com. Again, this is Elliott Feldman, estate planning attorney at the Elliott Feldman Law Group, where we create estate plans that actually work when your loved ones need it most. Take care.